There's actually a method to taking care of your locks if you're working out frequently to prevent them from smelling. Good morning, friends. I just finished a workout. I was actually in the middle of filming my morning routine, my work from home morning routine. And then I thought, why not come and talk about working out with locks? So as I was putting my hair up, I did it strategically because I knew that I didn't want to give my hair an opportunity to like gather moisture and start to smell. So I put it up in a loose bun up top. So I should give you an introduction. Hello, my name is Laura. Over here, I talk about locks, also small business. I recently started a small business, so I'm sharing behind the scenes and more information about that process. But if you're here today, you're curious about how to prevent your locks from smelling or from picking up a scent when you are working out. I actually am in the middle of a 30-day workout challenge for myself, and I know I'm going to be working out much more frequently. I do high intensity interval, one of those two training, which means I sweat a lot. When you sweat, you release toxins from your body. So that gathers up in your scalp. If you're locked, that sweat gathers because your locks are like sponges. They take in whatever it is that they take in. If you notice that if you are, I'll give you an example. Like when I fry fish at home, I notice that my locks do pick up a scent, but I know, gross, but there are things that you can do to prevent your hair from picking up a scent. I think also, well, I don't even think, let me just say this. Your lock size does not matter in this case. I know some people assume that the thicker your locks, the more it's gonna smell versus the smaller it is. It's just how our hair works. So we want to make sure that we are, number one, thoroughly cleaning our scalp. So after I'm done working out, I'm gonna create a mixture. It's gonna be a combination of rosemary oil, tea tree oil, and water. Those are good antiseptics and antifungals to make sure that my scalp is clean. If your scalp is a little bit more on the sensitive side, I would recommend using peppermint oil. The plus with those oils is they have a very unique and nice smell. So that could also act as a little hair perfume. But something else that I also want to note about when sweat gathers on our scalp and it's not cleaned up on a regular basis, you start to see buildup. You might start to notice dandruff, and you might start to notice your scalp being a little bit irritated. So the first thing I'm going to do is post-workout, I want to make sure that I'm taking care of my scalp. The next thing I'm going to be doing differently is I'm going to be washing my hair more frequently than I naturally would. Usually it would be like maybe every 2 weeks, sometimes once a week, but this time I'm going to try to keep that weekly schedule of washing my hair. The main thing you want to make sure is that your locks are dry. So when you shower, whatever you do after you take care of your scalp, you really want to make sure that you're giving your locks enough time to dry so they're not holding on to whatever moisture. Something that I do want to play around with is the difference between drying with a microfiber towel versus a regular towel. Another thing, as you are working out, you want to be mindful of how your hair is situated. I know some people will recommend that you put your hair in a bun. Of course, working out with loose hair, if your hair is a little bit longer, it can get in the way. I just put my hair in a loose bun up top like this. And the reason why I do that is I want to give my hair enough room to breathe. So if, as you can see, I can run my fingers through it, but I can feel that my roots are sweaty still. So I'm still gonna have to go in there and make sure that I take care of it. Another thing that you want to consider is as you're working out, what I do is I just take a paper towel. You can use an actual towel and just dry off the perimeter of my hair and also the back, again, to make sure that that sweat is not building up and accumulating. Now, this is really relevant to those who are working out very frequently. If you work out every once in a while, I think these tips would be good for you, but I mean, you could probably get away with not worrying about it so much. So I think those are the things that I plan to do differently. If I learn anything as I go, I'll be sure to come and share it on the channel. This was just a random thought that came to mind because I'm like, oh my gosh, there's actually a method to working out with your locks. Oh, and I'll be wearing my hair more down, in styles that are more down versus up. So once I'm done working out, to give my hair enough time to dry, I'm gonna stay away from putting my hair in a ponytail and a bun. I'm really just gonna try to let it air dry. So I think that is it for what I have to share this morning. If you have any additional tips about what you can do to prevent your hair from picking up a scent as you're working out, please share it below. Otherwise, that's all I have, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.